What's up guys, this is Tony Tober here. It's been a long time I didn't do any subwoofer updates. Now I have a lot of subwoofers and having a lot of fun, but I did not show to you guys. So now I'm trying to do a big project, so I'll show you now is that I just bought a 10-inch subwoofer active from Quest. It's a Canadian subwoofer. So I simply hated the subwoofer that came with the whole kit, so I decided to keep the enclosure and the amplifier so that I will swap the subwoofer with the new one that I just bought. So you can do this with any Logitech products like mine, the Z623 or Z906 or the old Z5500. So you can also do the same thing with the other subwoofers, like an active subwoofer for home theaters that needs a replacement. So let's get to the job and show you how I will change the subwoofer. Okay, so the project. This is the enclosure. I hope you can see it. So this has a 150 watt amp at a minimum requirement of 4 ohms of impedance. Has a little bit of polyfill in here, but not a big problem. So I'll show you the old subwoofer. This is the old subwoofer. It used to be an okay sub, went to the 25 hertz or higher. It's a 150 watt subwoofer. So I would like to change it because it clips a little bit. I don't know, it does a bit of distortion. I don't like it. So finally I bought a really nice beauty. It is a Pioneer of nominal 250 watts or maybe 300, I don't remember. But this is it. Look how it looks nice. So I will change this one to this one into the enclosure I just showed you. So the requirements: an enclosure, the subwoofer itself. The screws usually come with the subwoofer when you buy it, so I have them here. And then for the options, this is not a requirement, but an option if you want. If you have them, it's okay. It's cool. A drill, and what I really recommend to have is some sealant. This is some silicone glue. It is used to seal, like to airtight the surround of the subwoofer, like that you don't have any air leaks. So let's get to the job. Okay. So now this is the enclosure, 10-inch. So first thing you have to do is remove the subwoofer. So it used to be like this. If you have a grill, remove it. Well, every subwoofer has its own way to remove the grill. This one was just a mesh, like this. So just for mine, just pop it out. I used to have 4 screws in here. Take a regular Phillips or other that matches your type of screw and take them off. So mine is already taken off. Take it out gently. The sub is a bit heavy, so be careful. Usually there are two wires here. Make sure that you identify the positive and negative poles, and usually there are wires that are clipped in here. So I already removed them. It's these ones. Identify this is positive and this one is negative. So I'll take it out and then take your new subwoofer in it and put it back in. But make sure that your subwoofer has the good impedance for your amplifier, or you might cook it. So to make sure that you have the best amp and the best subwoofer that matches, make sure that the impedance of the subwoofer is equal or higher than the amplifier's requirement of impedance. So, for example, mine is 4 ohms for the amplifier. You can go from 4 or higher. But if you go higher, the sound will be less powerful, but if you go lower, it will be dangerous to your amplifier. So don't ever go lower, always go higher. So mine is exactly 4 ohms, so I'm fine. Okay, so I'll just clip those wires in the subwoofer. Okay, and then put the subwoofer inside. If it doesn't fit, you can trim it. I used this to like sand down the surrounding. So you put the subwoofer in and then you put the screws in. If you have the the clear sealing like I do, put the sealant around here and then you put the sub in and then you put the screws on. So I'll put the sealant in and then I'll put the subwoofer in. Yeah, it smells so bad. Smells like vinegar. A suggestion: don't be cheap with the sealant. You can go like spread it generously. Rather put more than not enough, because if you put too much, you can just simply wipe it off. But if you don't put enough, the problem will be that you will have to remove it and then clean everything back and then put it back in. And that would be so annoying. Okay, now so the final step is to screw the subwoofer in. So put the screws in. So everything is screwed in. So I'll just wipe out the excess of silicone. I'll try to use acetone. So this is the result. Looks brand new. Looks really nice. I hope that the sound is as nice as it looks like. So I'll try to break it in. I mean, like, to break in the spider, and then after that try out some bass test with it.